Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. As you may have known, for the past year and a half, I've been working at Universal Studios Orlando. And there's an attraction called Twister, Ride It Out, a special effects walkthrough tornado show based off of the film Twister. And yesterday it got shut down for all eternity, and I was part of the closing team. And right now I really don't have a job, but I will within the next couple of weeks. I just don't know what, but I just want to let you know I've been wanting to make a video or post one within the past couple of days. The people that I worked with were very great. They cared about me and I cared about them, and many of them I made a great friendship with. So on with this week's YouTube video. As we say at Twister, whoosh whoosh! Hi everyone, welcome to another Toomey's World. I'm John Toomey and I'm doing another Q&A video, another interview with my friend Quentin Green, but we call him Quincey for short. Explain that. What made you come up with Quincey?
My dad grew up in a town called Quincey, Florida, and when I was really young I couldn't really say Quentin, so it came out as kind of like a Quinty.
Oh, so you just carried with it, basically.
Yeah, and so my family just started calling me Quincey, and I actually didn't even know my name was Quentin really until I was about 8.
And what do you do right now? What have you done?
I'm an entrepreneurial capitalist. I work with my own companies. I'm starting up a couple different ventures right now, actually. I have a production company in which I produce live shows, events, stuff like that, as well as I am working on developing certain products with some patents of mine that I've acquired over the past little bit. So,
okay. Now explain what it's like to be you and why. I think we already got into that.
Yeah, I'm a fairly chill guy. A lot of stuff comes thrown my way, depending on, everybody has a lot of stuff going on in their life. Let things roll off me fairly well, which is a bad thing at times. Oftentimes when other people would be stressing in a situation, I am not, which can really play down the direness of certain situations, which is not always a good thing in the end.
With people being stressed, is that how has human nature impacted your life, humanities and so forth?
I'm a fairly active individual when it comes to watching the world around me and trying to participate in how things go around me. I'm fairly active politically. I loved learning about people and the study of humanity, seeing like people around me and how they interact with life. Really, it lets you know. It helps you learn a lot about yourself. It helps you develop into who you want to be. It helps you learn who you want to be around and the kind of friends that you want to be surrounded with.
And that's what that really fascinates me, nonetheless, is that kind of things, is learning from other people as to what they do in life, which is what I'm doing with you, which I like doing. And I know many of you guys like seeing this, and like I said, you'll be seeing more of this. You're actually like my 5th one. But on top of humanities, how has pop culture, the public eye, public media, from films, television, the internet, or sports, or anything, how has that impacted your life?
My work is very much guided by the media. Whatever is popular at that given time. I get a lot of artists, and so it's guided my life a lot when it comes to the media shapes what I did for a living throughout high school and the years afterwards. It was the media is what I work in, and so it shapes everything down to the kind of shirts I wear, the people I associate with.
And why do you think we as human beings are fascinated by all this stuff?
Well, there's kind of 3 things that can sum up everything that humans want. We can either be guided by achievement, association, or power. One of the most common ones is association. Everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants to feel like a friend cares about them. And one of the easiest ways to do that is find common interests. Find something that you both like.
And people within that field, do you think of anyone as anything different, such as celebrities? Because
throughout working in different studios, I've met a lot of very well-known producers and a lot of people who are public figures. And there are exceptions. There are people who act a little bit different. Everybody's a little bit weird, but almost everyone I've met, they're just a normal guy, just like you and me. They're doing what they want to do, and in front of the public, but they're still just like us. They're lovable people. They have friends and family just like us, but they're doing what they want to do, which is be a figure for others.
Now, because of that reason, because we see them in public media, whether that it's televised as a broadcast or published over the internet or whatever, do you think that it's right or wrong to judge them in that way as if they are larger than life kind of thing?
Well,
because I disapprove of that, obviously. I think that it's wrong. I think
it depends on the kind of position that they're in. I feel like it's not wrong to be proud of something someone achieves. Once that person becomes an idol, I believe that's when it crosses the line and is wrong. But honoring someone for something they did, that I believe is perfectly right and perfectly just. If someone is a hero or someone helps anyone in any sort of way, that's perfectly fine to honor that achievement as long as the person themselves is not becoming an idol.
And that brings me to my next question is, why do we think that people judge these kind of people in that kind of way?
People jump to conclusions a lot, and people are very quick to want an explanation for something. It's very easy to judge someone abruptly for a single action, whether that be a good or a negative action. People want a reason that something happens, and judging them and idolizing someone or condemning someone at the same time, that happens because people don't want to wait for all the facts. They don't want to meet the person. They just want to automatically assume that one act of heroism or that one negative impact on society is everything that that person lives for.
With that being said, what do you think, as far as the public eye, public media, and social media, what do you think we should see that should be corrected?
It's hard to correct human nature. It's very hard to correct human nature. And so if there was one thing that needed to be corrected, it was allowing people a second chance. People are very quick to condemn.
And people do not look at me and when I tell them that something about me, something that may be small, but also hear them trying to do awareness about it as well, and that is autism. When I tell them that I have autism, they go, oh my gosh, I would never have known. And Quincey, when Quincey first met me like 10 years ago, he would never have known. And that now brings me to my next question. How do you know what autism is? Tell them your story about that. And
my aunt she doesn't have autism, but she is very special needs. She can't quite process information. She can't learn very well. She has a few friends who are very autistic, and one of my best friends, Anthony, his brother is autistic as well, and I grew up babysitting him. I've never met a single mean autistic person.
Explain in your own words what autism is for anyone who may be watching this.
Autism, it can kind of come in different shapes and sizes, but one common link is most people with autism have a hard time understanding social barriers, and so they want to be everyone's friend, but they don't necessarily know how. And so you have to be very open and accepting to however they are trying to be your friend.
How do you like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered? Honestly, going back to those three things that everybody seeks, the achievement, power, and association. My number one thing is achievement. I don't want to be in power. I don't, and I care about my friends as well. I do care about friends association, but my number one thing is achievement. I want to feel like whatever I do in life will be respected as an achievement, that I used my talents, my skills most effectively, that I helped in society in whatever way that I could with my skills, and I want people to remember me as the guy who tried.
One last question is, what do you think of me as a friend?
As a friend, you're one of the kindest, you're about the kindest guy I've ever met. You try, every time you walk into a room, you are automatically saying hi to everyone. You're automatically trying to make everyone feel welcome and all that, and I respect that greatly. You always want people to have an enjoyable time around you, and it's hard to find new people. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you very much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
So, and of course you'll be seeing it every now and then. He was on one of our previous videos, by the way, I forgot to mention that. But anyway, that's all that we have. So until we meet again, John Toomey saying, you are you, I am me, together we can make a difference. Don't forget to like, subscribe, bye.